So today I'm going to talk to you about E-2 visas and how that affects the teachers and also institutional schools. So what is an E-2 visa? An E-2 visa permits citizens from native English speaking countries to come to Korea and teach conversational English. Just that, conversational English. If you're caught teaching grammar, writing, social studies, science, getting paid from other institutions, or doing private lessons, getting paid under the table, all that is illegal and it will get you deported. But that doesn't stop a lot of the schools, if not 90% of the schools in Korea, to have you teach other than conversational English. In fact, a lot of the big franchise schools, popular and known in Korea, where they branch out to many parts of Seoul, they have you create lesson plans based on some reading books or other book material that the Korean teachers are teaching. Now, have you heard about what happens if you get deported? A case unfortunately happened with this Canadian international school. It was called the Canadian British Columbian International School, where 14 teachers were caught teaching other than conversational English. They were taken into the police department and interrogated for about 5 hours. And a lot of them, unfortunately and sadly, had to leave their way of life in Korea behind, leaving behind their fiancés and etc. It's a sad case, and you have to know your law, because their argument stance, these teachers, these foreign teachers, said they didn't know that they were doing anything illegal because their boss had told them that this is the norm, everyone does it, which is true. But they do it under wraps. When you come to Korea and you try to ask, may I talk to some teachers? What job am I doing? What will my day-to-day be like in this school? What is expected of me? They won't tell you. They say via policy that is confidential and they can't tell you. You just have to sign on and dedicate a whole year of your life working in that school. Then they'll let you know what your job is. Now I understand why. At first, that would be a red flag not to work for that school. However, they have a good reason to, for protection for themselves. And I'm talking about just mostly franchises. Smaller schools, it's a little different. However, that's it for a different topic. Back to the E-2 process, right? If you want to teach grammar and you want to teach writing and etc., you need an E-7 visa, which is a much more lengthier process than the E-2. I mean, visas in general are already so much red tape just to get it. You know, like you can't just give Korean immigration, your bachelor's degree and FBI background check. They have to be one further step, apostilled. So whenever a immigration service crackdown occurs, everyone hears about it. And I'm talking about all the private institutions, academies, schools. Like when I was working at my private elementary, 4th grade, we got word of when they were coming on a particular day. So that gave us time to hide all our books. My grammar and writing books, any books that had any English, really, just out of the classroom. My projects that the kids that I showcased, that the kids have done, all had to be taken down, hidden, like it's like Anne Frank. It really was. We had to literally hide books behind a moving bookshelf to hide them, just in case these immigration service officials were going to check that. Because in the past, they have checked their trash cans, they've checked their drawers. We made a day of that.